code, yeah. It's me. It's your boy Pro Mizzle from the Hizzle. I don't know if I need this. Let me see. Put this down for now. Little. Got some allergies going on. The hair is immaculate. Woo! Boy, I'm telling you. Looking like a black Goku. You know what I'm saying? Black Goku in there. I'm getting away of the light. Oh. I just dropped some shit. Alright. Pardon me. Just pick my key. Okay, you can hear me just fine. I can hear myself just fine. Post. Double time. Alright. Okay. What's this charge life looking like? Alright. I'll give people some time to file in. Single file, please, single file. Excuse me while I blow my nose. What's up, y'all? What's up? See you jumping in. Don't jump out. Stay with a brother. Yo, what up? I see you winning over there, Seb. I see you, kid. I see you. I'm gonna blow my nose a little bit today. You can hear me? Thumbs up if you can hear me. I'm not using the headset today. I'm using the microphone from the camera. What you going over today? Just the usual. I think Tricky coming on later. Tricky Raiders coming on later with the mock at 4 o'clock. So I'm just going over the league news. I think I did it last. No, wasn't able to do it last week, and I was in South Carolina. I think I did it on Wednesday. Nah, I'm losing this season. This season, I'm not having a great season this year. I mean, obviously I'm 6-3, so it's not a bad season. It's nowhere compared to last season, but yeah, I mean, it's gonna get tight towards the end. I just gotta take care of business. I haven't played the Dolphins yet. He's 6-2, so I haven't played him yet. But my division is pretty tough. We got a new Bills owner. I mean, so I don't know how he plays. So we'll see what happens. Ah, man. Alright, but you can hear me though. That's cool. Alright. So I'll wait another couple minutes. Set the timer's at 5. At 7 minutes I'll get started. Let's hop into what's interesting. Cam Newton. Paxton throws 3 picks. Cam throws in a couple of picks. I had some fluky interceptions yesterday versus the Patriots. threw 3 picks last night. More than anything, I hate throwing picks. Hate throwing picks. Beware of the jungle. Oh man. Oh, I hate sneezing like this. Wow. That's gonna be a tough one today. Probably take some allergy pills. That's what I should do. Gotta clear them sinuses up, man. 30 more seconds, I get it started. 30 more seconds. I guess I'm gonna address. I guess I get some more guys in here. Then I'll talk. All right, here we go. 7 minutes. All right, so I'll get started. What up, y'all? It's me. It's your boy, MrPromax. Welcome to the PSL CFM online Madden show. I'm your host, MrPromax. Tricky should be done with his mock draft about 4 o'clock, so he'll come on for that. I'll probably have to put the headset on for that. But let's see what's going on in the league. Bear with me. Like I said, I do have a bit of an allergy at the moment because I was cleaning up, and I've got cats, and it's dusty, and that's crazy. It's a mess. So, where do I start? I don't know where I want to start. Trade deadline is over. I didn't see any real moves. No, not the whole first round. Just the top 15 picks. I just let you guys know. It's week 10, so it doesn't really matter. But I, personally, will be much, much tougher on trades in the future. From this point on, I guess in this Madden and future Maddens, unless the progression changes. We all know progression is a really big thing this year in this Madden. I don't know if you guys take notice, but if you have like only way I can check is just take a look at your receivers or anybody under 25 and look at their goals. And look at us if you have a veteran on that team. If you have a veteran, take a look at the veteran and look at his goals, the XP he gets for his goals. And so, with that being said, we look at the numbers. Matter of fact, we'll do it right now. I'm jumping to my team right now, so you guys can see what I'm thinking in terms of just player value. So we'll go down here to my youngest guy, Kent McIntyre. Doesn't play a whole lot for me. We'll look at his goals. And let's look at a milestone. Let's say if he, let's see a big one. Offensive Player of the Week, 5,000 XP. Offensive Rookie of the Year, 26,000 XP. Offensive Rookie of the Year. Offensive Player of the Year, 26,000. MVP, 31,000. Best Wideout, 15,000. A Pro Bowl, almost 20,000. League leader in catches, 20,000. So as you can see, the rewards for a 21-year-old wideout is pretty crazy. It's just like, it's unreal. I'm not unreal, but it's, I guess, the game is like, well, you're not really gonna start a young wide receiver, and you probably won't, make him the focal point of your offense. But some guys can, and some guys will. Now look at Robbie's 1,500 yards receiving, 924. Offensive Player of the Week, 385. Player of the Week, 385. Offensive Player of the Year, 1900, MVP 2300, best wideout 1700. It's almost not even worth it to carry a guy past 25, because even if you have a really good year, you don't get those significant boosts. And I'm not sure why it's like that. I mean, if you've got a guy that's playing at an MVP caliber type year, he should be rewarded. You know, and Robbie's 26. So I think the threshold is 25. I mean, last year I looked at the numbers for him last year. We'll look at my guy Marshawn Curry, and we'll take a look at his. Well, what's the big one? So let's see, 12 TDs. So even I think maybe 24 may even be a threshold. See, 2,500 per play a week. Mine was 500. Look, all right, so 25. So after 25, your guy is no longer eligible to get 5-figure XP points. It's just not going to happen. So, when that being said, when I see guys offer first-round picks for guys over 26, I'm going to say no flat out. It's not worth it. It's just not. I don't know. I mean, guys can do what they want, but I'm not going to let it happen. I will personally say no. So don't approach me in that sense. Like I said, Madden is weird this year in terms of XP and progression and regression. So, you know, a 30-year-old player, or even 28, 27, will start to get looked at a little differently. Yeah, sorry, Nick. I mean, I think it needs to be uniform. It's just that, I mean, I can't explain it. It's just the way the game is. If the guys are 26 and 27, no, Cooper's probably worth more than a fourth, in my opinion. But what I'm saying is that you really can't make a guy that's 26 or 27 that much better. It takes more work. And even if you have a good player and you have a really good year with him, Madden won't reward you. So what's the point? But guys will continue to make the trades they want to trade and where they see value at. But from my opinion, from my standpoint, and from what I'm allowed to do in terms of allowing trades to go through or not, like I said, if it's 25, it's probably the cutoff for my opinion, and for a first-round pick in exchange, just because of the value of a guy who's going to be in the first round, especially a guy at a skill set player, especially wideout. I think wideouts, like the big wideout tight ends, are really like the big guys and quarterback, or guys who put points on the board, guys who score, running backs as well, but not really trades running backs that often. But if you've got a young guy that you're going to draft in the first round and you're going to play him, you're going to start him, and he'll probably get a really good amount of XP. Do you really want a guy in return that's not going to get that kind of XP? I think just the value isn't there, in my opinion. So I don't want to dwell on it too much. So that's just me, and let you guys know. Also, I'm going to just let you know, Mike sent out a text earlier in terms of gameplay. I know it's towards the end of the season in real life, and guys attention span, I guess, or the will to, or the want to play goes down a bit. But he just said pretty much, I'll just break it down. We'll read the whole thing to you guys. Pretty much more or less, games that get simmed, they're going to leave the injuries on. They'll turn it down, but they'll leave them on. So, I mean, I agree with the move. I didn't know he was going to do it, but it's a smart move. So, I mean, you have to play. I mean, we all have lives, obviously. The game is just a game, but if you're going to commit to being in the league, then just commit to playing as well. So that's that. Welcome to everybody who's just joining in. I just went over some stuff. You can just rewind it and then fast forward it and catch up. But pretty much I just talked about trades and trade value and where I stand in that, and the progression regression thing. Let's jump into the standings. You know what? I'm gonna go straight to the NFC because I haven't really been attention to the league as much this year. Been a little busy, lot more busy than I normally am on the weekends. So I haven't been able to sit down and look at the stats or whatever. But big shocker here is the Bears at 8-1. I know Stiddy made a lot of moves of this offseason, picked up a shitload of DBs. And last year, I believe he had 3 guys with over 1,000 yards in each category. So he had 2,000-yard receivers and 1,000-yard running back. So he was an even guy. You got the norm here with Mike at 7-1. You know, Ford's gonna play tough, 6-1, 7-1, excuse me. And then we got my man player. I think this is his first winning season in this Madden, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe somebody will correct me. But at 6-3, and then we got my man Timmy Turner over here with the Bucks, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. So it's really tight. And then you got my man DJ. You got Dunn over here at 6-3. So the NFC is really tight, really top heavy. The Falcons are lurking. But it's going to be, I'm going to say 10 wins is going to be the threshold to get into the playoffs in the NFC this year, which might be the first time that it's been that way. Or maybe last year, I think it was 10 wins as well. Yeah, I think last year. I think everybody had more than 10 wins last year to get in. He's rattled off 6 straight wins. The Bucks have won 6 straight. And there's not too many teams that are losing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so it's even. But it's surprising to see, especially the Bears. And I know City can play, but that NFC North has always been topsy-turvy. Every year there's a new guy. The Lions are off to a good start, probably the best start in this league ever, at 5-3. But if the Bucks continue winning and the Panthers continue winning and the Falcons continue winning, it's gonna be hard. I'm not sure which one of these 5-3 teams or 6-3 teams don't make it. But it's week 10, and it's about that time. Either you're gonna get in or you're not. And so you jump into the AFC. My man Vol is back. The defense is revamped. Took 2-3 years to rebuild that defense, I believe. You can tell by his points allowed, $168. He has a game to play as well, so that can go up as well. But I wouldn't see more than obviously he's not gonna. He could give up 20 points maybe, but he's won 6 straight. The Dolphins have won 6 straight since joining the AFC. My man Muwasa, I believe. You got Sav over here. I hope you do make the playoffs, Timmy, or Tim, or whatever. But the Falcons are defending Super Bowl champs. Mike's a tough guy too. So I hope you make it. It'd be interesting to see 3 teams make the playoffs from one division. I think that my AFC East just missed it last year. I think the Bills just missed it. But the Bengals are playing really well. Like I said, Dolphins. So Nick, this was Nick's spot last year. Nick is not playing as well, but he's still there. He's in the hunt. The Browns are in the hunt. The Chargers are in the hunt. The Ravens, of course, myself, MMDA, Muwasa, Seven, Vol. So these guys are putting up really good seasons. I think it's not the usual suspects. But these guys are all really good guys. They're playing solid. So hope they, everybody keeps it up. But the Bills surprisingly is 2-7, but he's away for a while. Solid owner. We got a new guy. We'll see what happens with that guy. I played the Bills twice already, so I won't get the chance to play the new Bills owner. But we'll see how that goes. Let me check the NFC. Who's at the bottom? The Saints, the Cowboys. Wow, Conan. But Conan hasn't been to play either. He's been busy with work like crazy. The Vikings are in total rebuild mode. I'm not sure. The Cardinals were better off last year. I'm not sure about the Cardinals. The Pack. Yeah, so that is what we have in terms of standings. Let's look at the divisions in itself. Ravens obviously in that wild card hunt. Nobody here. I think this is all locked up. I don't think this much is going to change here. AFC East be tight. I haven't played the Dolphins yet. I think I'm playing them twice at the end of the season. Lucky why? Oh, NSEF has the Cardinals first. I just don't understand some of you guys. This looks a little tight too. I mean, this is probably a wild card spot. Chargers, Raiders. So Tricky needs to do what he needs to do to get in there. I would like to see the Lions make the playoffs, but like I said, it'll be tough with that NFC South the way it is right now. The Saints are pretty much done this year. NFC East, yep, this is probably all done. In the West, probably all four, but I think the Rams at this point, if we were playing today, the Rams would be that 5th seed. And I'm gonna say maybe the Falcons or the Lions would be that 6th seed. So I'm really got to see guys who not guys who don't win as much, but guys who don't win as consistently, get that momentum. You know what it feels like to win some games. And I'm telling everybody, when you're winning games, you want to play more Madden. Just trust me on this one. So let's go to these stats. We all love stats. Marcus Mariota out here balling as usual. We'll probably wind up, if you can keep this interception TD ratio together, as QB of the year. But look, 8-1 Chicago, and look what he's doing with the ball. He's not turning it over. 9 picks. I think it's by far the least amount of picks by a starting quarterback. I don't know how to arrange it in that way, but we'll just, matter of fact, let's do it by attempts, because he's attempting, and then we'll take a look. All right, so yeah, absolutely. All right, so he's the only one in single digits, and I think he's played this game already. Oh, we've got Joey Patton with 5 picks, but he's not throwing as much vol. So I put more weight in what Stiddy's doing, because he's throwing the ball maybe 60 more times, and I think he's got 7 more touchdowns. But that passer rating is good. Completion rating is really nice. Jameis with 9, but you're not throwing as much either. Maybe he's relying on the running game. Dalton with 6. We'll look at these pick leaders, these guys who like to give away the ball. Cam officially is just throwing picks. That's his job. Teddy Bridge, Mariota's throwing some picks as well. Jared Vicious, Lynch, Rogers, Ben. I mean, all these teams have losing records except the Giants, I believe, with 20+ picks. And once again, the picks are up. Now, this is what I want to say too. I don't know if you guys notice it, but I feel the game playing differently. I can't put my finger on it, but the game is just playing a lot differently from me this year. But here I am with 16 picks. I threw 3 last night. I don't know what it is. Wow, Derek Carr only 5 TDs. Trick, what the hell? Was Derek Carr hurt? Holy moly! 5-4 with 5 touchdowns thrown. But the game is playing differently for me this year. I don't know what it is. I don't feel as explosive on offense. I know that there was a patch to slow the game down a bit. I think the game speed is on slow. Okay, just playing horribly. All right, understood. So like I said, excuse me. I've got like a little nasal drip because of the dust I was cleaning up earlier. So just this little rag here, just to keep me from blowing my nose every 39 seconds. Stevie, what up, man? I talked about you already. You may have to rewind it the last like 3 or 4 minutes. But I touched on them Bears. So yeah, he definitely played his game today. I remember his number not being as high in terms of attempts. So he's definitely flinging the ball this year a lot. A lot of guys are to get pass happy. I tend to get pass happy as well. And you pass a lot when you're losing too. So just keep that in mind. But like I was saying, the game is playing differently for me for whatever reason. It doesn't feel. I know they reduced the game speed, but it's weird. Like nothing feels fast. Nothing feels quick. guys just don't feel like they don't feel as responsive to me. Nah, the best mediocre player I can. It's all lies, my friend. All lies. I see the team you tooled up this offseason, made some moves from corners, and it's paying off. So, good GMing by you. So we got Todd Gurley here with 13 touchdowns. This is the 6-3 Rams, I believe. Like I said, player is definitely playing a lot better this year. And we got my man Bolger back in this top spot in terms of yarding. Running is real hard. I was talking to the Cowboys the other day. My line may be one of the top 3 or 4 lines in the league, and I'm having a difficult time running the ball. I'm up there in terms of yardage, I guess, but it doesn't feel as, I don't feel as balanced on offense as I did last season. It's just not coming to me right now. Obviously, I'm not running the ball as much as some of these other guys. 170, 164. All right, so one guy has 150 touches through 10 games, and that's probably like where you want to be in terms of just running the ball consistently. But I think Gurley is by far, he's not going to be not that he can't get touched, but he's got 13 touchdowns, and he's just running the ball effectively. Obviously, he's not averaging a lot per game, 87, but when he's getting in the red zone, he's giving it to Gurley. And that's a formula for success, A lot of us like to throw in the red zone. I throw tons of red zone picks sometimes, and in the same breath, I take away a lot of balls with red zone INTs. I know. You get down, you drive the whole field throwing it, mixing it up, but you get like chunk yardage by throwing, and then so naturally you feel like you hot throwing the ball and you want to throw it again, and then it's an interception, and then you've lost all points. You lost 7, you lost 3, and the drive is a 0, and that won't win you games too often. Those are game changers. I'll tell you right now. I tell you every week, Madden is a momentum game. Believe me when I say it's a momentum game. It's I don't know how to explain it, but sometimes you can tell when it's shifted, when it's no longer in your control, and it's all Madden. However, I want to say also, I've read some stuff where guys believe that all Madden, excuse me, wow, that's actually pretty funny. One more time. Woo. All right, that's good. Some guys believe that all Madden actually puts an extra, some sauce on the game per se to make it more difficult. So when you guys see some of that unbelievable stuff, it's all Madden. Some guys say it's all Madden. I think All Pro, I've never played on All Pro. I take that back. I've never played All Pro online on CFM, and I don't think I've played on All Pro since I've discovered that I could play on All Madden. And that's got to be almost 10, 12 years ago. I almost never play on those lower levels, but like I said, All Madden tends to add some wrenches into your game. So here we got Bojicic, and I called it last year. This guy would be receiver of the year, and he's probably gonna, if this stays the same, he's only 22. I can't see his goals, but you gotta imagine what I showed you guys earlier at 21. All the goals he'll make, let's say offensive player of the year, receiver of the year, make a Pro Bowl. He'll probably have something like 40,000 XP if this continues. So, what are you gonna do? Definitely one of the faster guys in the league, and not by much. I know what he's using to get him open. BDE runs a handful of routes, and when I say a handful, I mean like a handful. So, that being said, he's got 1,500 yards, and it's almost doubled the next guy. And it's gone up. He must have went off for 300 yards receiving. He was up to 163 per game. He's up to 173. I'm not sure what the league is going to do in terms of the gameplay of BDE, because I don't know. I can't call it. I can't call it because if a guy's doing something, not that there isn't a way to stop it, because you'd have to do something, you know, drastic in order to slow him down, and it could just, you know, change your whole game. But I mean, this is, I don't want to say it's definitely crazy. I mean, look at the receptions, the yards per reception. I know some leagues have like a what's what I'm looking for? Not an abuse rule. I think some leagues have like a yards rule where once a guy or player gets to X amount of yards, you can no longer give him the ball. And I don't want to play the game that way. I think you know, sometimes somebody calls a bad coverage, and you take advantage of that. You know, I would hate to, you know, have a guy press one of my guys one-on-one, and the top is open, and I don't throw to him because I've got to X amount of yards already. So, like, I promise you that I'll look at some of this tape in the future. Kevin White balling. We know Inman and Shy. We know how he gets down with those guys. Des Bryant, Clifton. I guess the brothers are taking notes from each other. He's got his tight end up here with some receptions. Will Ty, I know that let me tell you right now, I don't have to give away too many secrets, but Dunn loves going to this guy. I played him. He's probably, for him, more reliable than Odell when he needs yards. Or first down, rather. Robbie's up here again. Hopkins. Don't know who this guy is. And these guys are reception leaders. We'll go to yardage. Like I said, Bojacek is well beyond anybody. 900, 600, 800 yards. Robbie's up there. I've gone back to Robbie more consistently this season. I was trying to go away from what I do, but it's not I have to hold on. Ouais. J'ai fait une mission. So I mean, I'm going back to what I know how to do. I've played a lot better on offense the last 2 games, still despite throwing some picks. But it is what it is. I mean, you got to do what you got to do without breaking the rules. Nido. D'accord. Vol with Conley. I haven't seen any of Vol's game this year. I know how Mwasa plays, kind of, sort of, with the Colts. So this is not surprising. Landry, and I'm sure his running back's probably got a ton of yards, even though I didn't see him. So I mean, guys, all right, man. Good luck with that. D'accord. Sorry about that. Flexing my dual language skills. So we got Petway was a beast. Doxson is a beast. I mean, I would like to see the Doxson. Surprisingly, I don't know if you guys, not that you guys don't notice, but I thought Doxson was a lot faster. He's not as fast as predicted when he came out of the combine, but that's like, you know, whatever, 4 years ago. Hearns and Robinson. So Hearns, Robinson, and I believe, what's his other guy? His tight end is up here? No. So let's take out the touchdowns. Bojacek is well ahead. Where's Hurst? I don't know. Where's Hurst? Look. Is that your new toy? Oh, 568. Keith Hurst. Oh, it's all right. He only got 2 touchdowns. So, I mean, he's a slot guy. So 15 touchdowns. And like I said, I don't have a problem with the 15 touchdowns. That doesn't affect me. If you're gonna score, you're gonna score. But you know, like I said, we'll have to, you know, not great. Yeah, we'll have to address this probably the most, either this season or next season. Hearns 7 touchdowns, Conley 6, Jeffrey 6. I wonder how many touchdowns White has. Looks like White's getting the yards and Jeffrey's getting the touchdowns, but it's still some balance. I think it was at 800 something yards. Beckham with 6, Coleman with 5, Waller with 5. Mari Jeffries has slowed down this year big time. Not sure why. DeMarcus Crawford, Marito Higgins, Dorsett. Kevin White with 5. All right, so he's only 1 touchdown away. He got 11 touchdowns between 2 guys, and Botik has 15. So just to put that in perspective for you guys. And like I said, it's a sim league. Obviously, it's still a game. It's hard to police everyone. I don't want to police everyone. That's not what I'm about. It's just never accurate or whatever. So we'll go by solo tackles. So that's probably, I don't even know if this is accurate. It's so hard to tell with the tackles. So we'll just, you know what, and we'll do it by division. I think we get a better breakdown. We'll start with sacks. I got Sheldon at 8. Probably the best sack season I've had, I think. I'm more of a takeaway guy. And for whatever reason, like I was saying you guys earlier in the earlier Madden, the 4-3 plays a lot better in terms of pass rush. I think because of the 4 versus 5, and then you can sneak a guy in off the edge around those ends and try to get them one-on-one. I hope that Madden fixes the pass coverage. And I've seen a lot too. When you get into those dime formations, 3 down linemen, and you kind of get that you get those ends one-on-one with the tackle. I don't think the game does a good job with the guards. Like the guard, it's so stupid. The guards in the center will both like triple team a defensive tackle and let those 2 guys just kind of do whatever they want to the tackles. It's weird. It's such a weird animation. And I don't know. I want to say it's because of the counting system. I'm not that good with that in terms of counting hats in front of the offensive line. But if you have an N, I guess it was called in that 9 technique or that wide 9 technique, the guard doesn't account for him maybe getting to the outside shoulder of the tackle, and so it just disregards him and kind of says, you can go handle that. But I feel like that angle where the end comes in at makes it really hard for that tackle to kind of keep him away from from turning the corner on the tackle. So Khalil Mack is up here again. McPhee. I don't know how I know this guy was available. He'll probably be available again this offseason. I don't know how the new Broncos owner plays. I'll probably catch a game before the end of the season. Clowney, he's got a good pass rush. The Bengals got a good pass rush. I know he's in a 4-3 right now. Brandon Graham, Alden Smith. I haven't seen the Colts game, and I haven't seen the Chargers game. Randy Gregory, Mario Barrow, Dodd. So we got a lot of. I don't remember the sack numbers last year, but 8 sacks through 10 weeks is not bad. A sack a game is actually pretty good. Close to a sack is pretty good. NFC, we know we got. And look at this. And I just want to put this in perspective. Steedy went out and got a shitload of DBs, right? So DBs covered. And he doesn't have slouches. He's got some solid corners 1 through 4, 1 through 5. It's really, really deep. But look at Floyd's numbers. So he's covering, and these guys are getting to the quarterback. And this is how it should work. Obviously, we all can't have a plethora of corners that play the ball well, or the man well. But this is essentially what you get. This is what you should get when you have a good secondary. The sack numbers are up. And not because they're winning one-on-one per se, but the coverage is so good downfield that these guys are able to just go at it. DeMarcus Lawrence, Aaron Donald's a beast, always a beast. Sen Donald, Robert Quinn. This is nice actually. So look at this. I mean, and the numbers. I mean, the numbers tell a story, you know, so to speak. 9.5 sacks of this guy, 7.5 for this guy, and he's 6-3. So defense is definitely the way to win most games. Oh, this is nice. Parker Lacey, rookie. We'll take a look at this guy. Oh, it's not bad. It's not a bad rook. Some decent numbers. Expect to see some more, but this is it's an end too. It's a 4-3 end. I want to say it's a 4-3 end. Jerome McCoy, Quan Short, Lockhart, Klecko, who was on the move this year, but that trade got denied. Oswood 5. All right, so we'll look at some takeaways. What time is it? Trick is still working on the mock. So we've got 9 takeaways. I know he had a game where he had like 7 takeaways. It was ridiculous. Let's see contracts, stats. Let's see the stats. I know it was a game he had 3. No, 3. So 3 takeaways. I want to say this is versus the Lions. It looks like this is in this. Is this in does anybody know if this is in game order? No, it's in tackles. It's arranged by tackles. Forget it. Forget it. All right, so. Randall, 7. Woo. So 7 picks for Randall. It was traded last year. I thought it was a win trade for the Falcons last year with the Packers, paying off dividends. Bradbury is another trade Stiddy made with the Panthers. Is paying off with 6 picks. Tippery with 5. Hayden with 5. I believe this is one of Mike's first picks. Damn, I'm seasoned like crazy. Oh, you guys gotta excuse me. I'm so sorry. Woo! So Mike's first pick, I believe, or one of his first picks. One of his first picks in the first round. I don't know why you guys do that. I never understand it. There's so much value in first round picks. I cannot begin to tell you guys. First round picks will make or break your team. I don't care how talented you are on offense or defense in the game. You need a solid top pick each year to kind of like keep whatever you got going on going. Wow. Okay, I can stop now. Thank you, body. Don't know who Joe Walker is. Do I know? Another rookie. So Ford has quietly put a nice little 3-4 linebacking core together. It's Eli Apple, middle linebacker with 4 picks. Darby with 4 picks. Hogby with 4 picks. I think somebody was saying deflections are and it's always I don't know. Maybe when Tim finishes the game, we'll ask him. But he always leads the leagues in deflections, and I don't know if he's using the X button instead of the square instead of the catch button. But I don't know how he does it. He doesn't have that many picks, but like my thing is, if you can exchange some of these deflections for picks, you take them. And I know somebody said some of these deflections are they sims? No, catch allowed are sim games, I believe. Oh yeah, Mike had a sim or 2 this season. And deflections. Ace McFadden, the rook. And I mean, we'll go look at some of these. We'll take a look at something else that I'd like to show you guys. Touchdowns. 2. Clowney with 2. Muhammad with 2. Jordan Mayer with 2. I didn't see too many. How many corners had two touchdowns? Oh, defensive backs. Oh, just. Alright, so this guy did. I'll keep that in mind. Kamari Shepard. Was he a guy on my team last year? I think he was. This guy may have been on my roster last season. Zach Bernstein and Shazier with 2 picks. So just to keep you, we'll look at the. We can look at yearly awards and then look at something else. All right, so this is without question. I think it'll go here if his record remains the same and the way he's playing remains the same. This is a lock, in my opinion. Bojatic at 3, you won't make it. It doesn't matter what kind of season a wideout has. Like I told you guys last year, I had a shitload of receptions and a shitload of touchdowns with Robbie, but for whatever reason, the game puts more weight in what a running back does over a wide receiver. So the number right now is like 1,500 yards and 15 touchdowns for Bojatic, but Gurley has 13 touchdowns and doesn't even have 1,000 yards. Doesn't even have 800 yards rushing, and he's above Bojatic in terms of MVP race. Don't ask me why. Floyd is up there. Dak is up there. Hello, Dak. We'll get to the coach of the year is probably Horace Ursery. All right, good name. Akeem Jaffer. Accuser, opposer. Okay, so we'll jump to the AFC Offensive of the Year. This is a lock. I don't think this will change. I don't think this can change at all. Unless somebody beats him in touchdowns, I don't think it's gonna change. Offensive Player of the Year, Douglas. Ooh, I gotta look at this guy. I think I gotta look at this. Telvin Smith, Marcus Peters. Okay. Like I said, I mean, I've been saying this for the whole time. Denton, yeah, Denton's pretty decent. I think he had a decent game against me. Okay, the Chargers start. Look at this. The Chargers are starting 3 rookies, man. That's what you got to do sometimes, man. I mean, 4-4 is not a. I mean, you're not bad, but you know, you take it. Overstreet. I think this is a lock. Taylor Woody, what position is this guy? The Chiefs have 2 guys on defense. And like I said, you've got 3 guys on defense. I gotta look at all these guys later. Mariota, Patton, Luck. Luck won't win this unless he gets some winning records, but no. It's so just weird to see. Best running back, Bolger. Deion Lewis went ham on me last night. Jeremy Hill, he's had a good year with Jeremy Hill. I feel like I'm giving away scout reports, but when Seb is up, he'll run with Jeremy Hill. The goal is to keep Seb not up. Yeah, he was projected like 6th round. I remember I looked at Overstreet too. I had a terrible draft. For whatever reason, I had a bad draft. A lot of the guys I looked at, I could have picked up, but I'll just, I thought I'd come back to them. But it didn't happen. It didn't happen. Best wideout, Bojatic, Anderson, Conley, Perriman, Hearns. The usual suspects, so to speak. Best O-line. Well, this means nothing, obviously, because last year, I didn't have a single guy in this last year, and but it works though. I mean, it definitely works in his advantage. Wow. I can't wait to stop sneezing, man. Once I go outside, I'll be fine, but Lord have mercy. Oh man, defensive line, McPhee, Richardson. I wouldn't mind Richardson getting this, but like I said, it means nothing. He'll get like 2,000 XP. So sad. Kevin Dodd. Best DB, best linebacker, Douglas. Okay, Douglas is a linebacker. Kirksey, Vontaze Verfick, Telvin Smith. Alonzo, Marshall, Irvin, Gruger, Hill. Wow. Having a down year of a man, Lee. Peters, Murray, Holloway, Overstreet. He's got 2. I don't know. This must be a safety or something. 3 guys. 3 guys in the secondary. That's awesome. Kicker, Parkey. I miss a lot of like easy field goals. Like I don't know what it is. All right, so we'll work our way back to the NFC. Kicker, Santos. Loizo, I guess, Sturgis, Walsh, and Gostkowski. Best DB Carney. I think he's 9 picks, so that's not, his 7. This is 6. This is 5. This is 5. I think this is 5. That's 4. 4. Don't know how much these two have. I didn't really see them. Moy and but Moy was a top pick a couple of years ago. So the Lions secondary isn't bad at all. 11.5 sacks. I don't know how many sacks he has, but I mean it's a middle linebacker, so it's combined. Brandon Chubb is not a bad player. Joe Walker. This would be so much easier if Madden gave me the stats next to it. Aaron Donald, I think he had like almost 10 sacks. Lawrence had like 7. Quinn had like 6. Lacey had 6 as well. Answer. So I mean, so Trick is ready. Give me a second. Hold on, Trick. Let me get the headset. Oh, the headset's over. It's right behind me. Oh. Probably need to do that. All right, here we go. Gonna bring on my man Trick. Trick is gonna go over this mock. We're doing it. You're gonna do 15. The first 15. Before you get to that, I want to show you guys. And then I mean, I talk to most of these guys all the time. How about I set the party chat? Yo, hold on. Okay, I can hear myself. Trick, you good? Hey, what's going on, my man? How you doing?
I'm good.
I got a leaky faucet for a nose right now.
Yeah, I know.
It's just
I
killing me.
heard.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna run through these awards and then
Yeah, do what you're doing.
yeah. So we got Gurley at top. Like I said, the game puts more emphasis on running backs and quarterbacks for play of the year offensively over wideouts. And
I think it's because of the touchdowns, right?
well, not even because Bojicic has 15 and Gurley has 13, but they still have Gurley ahead of Bojicic. I think what it comes down to, I think the game says the running back does more without somebody's help. So the receivers can't catch the ball if the quarterback's not throwing it. But I mean, once the running back gets the ball, it's pretty much all him. So defensive player of the year, Floyd with 11, Carney with 9 picks, Bradbury I think had 6 or 7 picks, and the middle linebacker.
Bradbury, what a big pickup that was.
Yeah, man. I mean, I saw the the secondary for the Bears. He's got like 3 or 4 corners easily that are all pretty much solid starters. And here's your quarterbacks for the here's the rookie that you guys let the Panthers draft.
Oh
Here's
yeah,
the Giants rookie right here. And he's got another. Who's Rashawn Bentley? Was that his wide receiver, running back? It has to be a receiver.
14.
For the Panthers. Tight end. It has to be tight end.
Oh yeah, that was the tight end he took.
Yeah, it has to be tight end. So Mike's first 3 picks in the first round, all.
Yeah, and his quarterback too went up to quick development after a Player of the Week award.
You see, so. Hit defensive rookie of the year, Patrick Massey. I don't know what position this is.
That's a linebacker for Arizona, right?
No, for the Bucks.
Oh, for the Bucks.
Okay.
Yeah, that was his second first-round pick.
Okay, so we're just gonna let me just hop into his best QB. You already know Denton's probably gonna win this award, and if Mike rookie's quarterback wins this award, he'll definitely get superstar dev.
Yeah.
And then all you guys will pay for it. This is the way it's gonna be, man. It's like,
hey, listen, we're about to have this same conversation next season in the middle of the year when Trick Whitey gets,
oh gosh, whatever he gets, right? After having a win, here's Kevin White with Odell Pettaway. Kevin White, and his numbers aren't that great this year. Kevin White, it's not a bad season. He's not having a crazy season either. It's definitely a good, solid season. He'll definitely put over 1,500 yards receiving if it stays the way he's going right now. Best offensive lineman, this means nothing.
It means nothing. It means nothing. You can't figure it out either.
You can't figure it out. Aaron Donald with, what was that, 9.5 sacks. Lawrence with 7. Quinn with 6, I believe. And the rookie Lacy had 6. So before Trick starts, I just want to just so I shed some more light on what I believe are quote unquote GMing mistakes. And we'll just take a quick look into somebody's draft picks. Look at
GMing mistakes. All you gotta do is highlight the Saints owner.
So you know what? Let me go to the Bengals. He does a good job of acquiring picks. So right now, Cincinnati has 2 picks in the first round. They've got him projected going to at least a Super Bowl with pick 31, and he has Arizona's 12th pick. Here's what I feel like is not an issue per se, but guys aren't looking past right now.
Exactly. They're all like,
right.
What can it do for me right now?
Right now. So you have the 12th, millennials. You've got the 12th pick, and he's probably going to win his division if it continues this way, make the playoffs. Maybe he'll make a run. But the thing is, you got a guy who's going to win.
High.
Right. He'll win 10+ games, and now he has potentially a top 15, top 10 pick. So I don't understand how guys like to reward teams that win consistently. Well,
also let me just, in fairness, when the Cardinals made the trade, he was 2-0, and he actually got a really, really good player for him. But you know, like I said, trading away a first is
it's
like,
detrimental.
Look at what Poop just did. He was desperate to get 2 firsts back, two picks back, because he gave up his first. So once you give up that first, you're gonna be chasing it. You're gonna be more desperate to get another, And then he was willing to trade one of his best young players.
Yeah.
So you trade away picks, you're gonna be chasing them.
Yeah. I mean, you've got I almost never want to give up first round picks. It's just, in my opinion, way too bad. So here we got the Falcons, who started off slow. I think he was 1-2 or 1-3 or whatever. He's now 5-3, and he's got the 2nd pick right now.
Yeah.
It's a 3-team race for that NFC South. And he'll probably wind up somewhere in the playoffs if things continue the way they do. But once again,
he'll be in the playoffs, and he'll be picking in the top 3.
Yeah, and he'll be picking the top 3, and there's nothing you can do. My only issue with that trade is that when I showed you guys earlier, Julio Jones, I don't know if he turned 30 or is 30.
He is 30.
He's
30. 31 this off season.
This off season, it's down to 88 speed. I've got guys that are 25 years old on my roster with 88 speed. And I'm not advocating to trade me the first round pick for a 25-year-old with 88 speed. The thing becomes, it's not as much value in return for an older player because you can't get them any better. It's over.
No, he's only gonna regress on your roster.
He's only gonna get worse, and not in terms of skill set, just physically. I mean, I play with a guy with 86 speed. It's not bad. You can do it. It's doable, but
not worth the top 3 pick.
It's not worth the top 3 pick. Not worth top 3 pick.
Not even close.
Yeah, not close. With that being said, we're gonna segue into my man Trick. Mock
Speaking
draft.
Of top 3 picks.
Speaking of top 3 picks, what an excellent segue. Who has the projected first round pick?
The first pick is the Seahawks.
Okay.
He earned that one on his own.
Okay.
All right, but before I get into this, I just want to give you guys a quick breakdown. This was really, really hard to do, only because this first round, there's like, I broke it down by position. There's only 12 of the 32 guys projected in the first round are on defense. 9 projected first rounders are offensive linemen. So there's going to be a super premium on top 10 picks because, linemen don't go top 10. So those top 10 picks are going to be, people are going to be desperate for them.
They're going to be, they'll probably want to be in studs just because the way the game works.
Exactly. And nobody wants to draft a lineman in the first round. So those top 10 are going to be like,
they're probably just bananas.
And so that's what makes Poop's pick even more valuable.
Yep. Yeah.
I digress, though.
Yeah.
All right. So
I
anyway,
digress. Yeah.
We got the Seahawks picking 1. Surprisingly his roster is kind of shitty. I think there's a big question mark. I think he could go quarterback. I remember earlier in the year him coming out in chat complaining about Russell Wilson.
Wow.
And you know, when a guy hits 30, unfortunately in this game they kind of suck.
Even at the quarterback position.
They just lose their luster once you see that. To me personally, you see the number 30 next to age, and the guy loses luster, especially if you're struggling with him. Like obviously he's struggling because he's in line to pick first overall. I just want to look at his stats real quick, just see how he's doing this year with Russell Wilson. See 4 touchdowns and 13 interceptions. So at that point, you know, like look me personally, the other night I was ready to trade Derek Carr, just because I'm playing like garbage and I was trying to kind of like scapegoat Derek Carr for it. So I'm just blaming him like it's his fault and not mine. But so I think he could go quarterback, but I'm not sure. I think it's too valuable right now at pick 1 overall. You got to go with the defense. I got him needing wide receiver, corner, any kind of interior lineman, defensive end, linebacker, corner. I mean, he needs a lot. Anyways, long story short, I got him taking a corner, number 1 overall. Jared Goss.
Okay.
Corners, you know, like we stress it every time we're on the show. Corners are like the most valuable position in the league, pretty much.
Pretty much. I'm corners, man.
Alright, so that's corner number 1. Number 2 is we spoke about him, TW.
T-Dubs.
He fleeced
him.
He fleeced him on the eve of the regular season. I believe it was actually the night of the draft, right after the draft happened. I guess you know, he wasn't able to get a wide receiver or whatever, and he was probably half asleep. He probably popped some melatonin, and TW got in his DM at the right time. But anyway, TW, we know he obviously defending Super Bowl champ. He doesn't have many needs. His roster is about as loaded as any I've seen. But he does need a wide receiver, not a wide receiver per se, but to quote you got me saying per se, but he's got all those midgets at wide receiver.
Yep.
I could say the word midget because I'm 5'6", so I'm allowed to say it. But the Seahawks, the Falcons, he got like 3 or 4 5'8" guys. He has he just traded Julio. I think he's gonna use the pick that he got for Julio to get the next Julio.
Right.
And there's a receiver in the draft. He's 6'5", 233.
Yep.
He's projected to go in the first round, so that's where he's going. Samuel Cherilus.
I agree. I looked at that pick and I said, "Oh man, what?"
And it kind of comes full circle. He used Julio to get this pick, and he's using this pick to get a 10-year younger version of Julio.
Yep, 10-year, 2 inches taller. Probably gonna be a physical.
So now think
freak.
about this real quick. I don't want to keep kicking poop while he's down, but let's do it. Julio didn't really help his team. He's gonna end up with like 2 or 3 wins. And now next year, TW is gonna have a 10-year younger version of Julio.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, it's just guys, be careful with your first round picks.
Yes, please.
It's stupid to trade them. I mean, unless you're getting like a 22, 23, 24-year-old stud. Do not trade a first round pick anymore. All right, so that's that. Pick 3 is the Steelers. He made the big trade for Cam Newton last year. Cam is on pace for like 97 interceptions.
Cam is on pace to just give away.
He's actually, you know what's sad? He actually, I remember during last mock draft, I mocked him taking a left tackle because his quarterback was taking a pounding, and he took a left tackle, and Cam is still taking a pounding.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna give you this stat. I couldn't believe it. I'll give you the exact number right now. Cam has been sacked in
10 weeks.
How many games? 10 weeks, 32 times.
3 sacks a game.
I mean, that's insane, especially for a guy who is somewhat of a mobile type guy.
Mm-hmm.
So
Pouncies.
Yeah, he's got age on the O line. He's got a good young left tackle. But yeah, he's been sacked a lot. So anyway, I got him needing a wide receiver as the receivers are getting old. He could use some interior offensive line. He could use defensive end. He could use linebacker. He could use right tackle, like I said. But pick three, like I said, defense is at a premium. There's not that many defensive players projected go, in the first round. So I got him going defensive tackle, Felix Granville, at pick three. I think he runs kind of like a hybrid 4-3, 34.
Yeah, I think I play him. I think I play him next week, or next advance, and I think you're right. I think he's like a hybrid.
And Granville is one of those guys that's versatile. You can kind of line him up in a couple of spots in both of those type of defenses. So I think that's what's gonna help him out. Pick four is the Vikings. He went from 2 years ago on the cusp to blowing it. Last year, finishing the job and getting into the playoffs, and he actually won a playoff game on a miracle. Remember that against the Giants. And he actually played TW really hard. It was a close game. And then here he is at pick four, so he's completely falling apart.
Yeah.
I traded him Latavius Murray, who subsequently had 200 yards rushing in his first game as a Viking, which made me want to bash my brains in. He had 100 yards the next game, I believe, which made me want to beat myself. But, yeah, so he made a trade for Murray. He could use a wide receiver. He could use a running back also still, because Murray's 28. He could use a couple of offensive line positions, center, right tackle, defensive end, corner. I got him going corner here.
Yeah,
like I said, we all know corner is real important. So
he's definitely gonna go corner.
I got him going corner. AC Rofe at pick four. So 4 picks in, 4 defensive players. Oh no, 1 wide receiver, 3 out of 4 defensive players. Pick 5 is the Colts. Is my man Ross. Congratulations, you went from. Bless you.
Thank you.
Congrats, Ross. In mid-season, you went from the Dolphins, who had the worst roster in the league, to the Colts, who have the 3rd worst roster in the league. So you kind of upgraded there. I just made that up, but it's a really bad roster. He needs a wide receiver. He could use an offensive tackle. He could use a defensive end, defensive tackle, linebacker, corner. I mean, you name it, he needs it. I got him going defensive end only because, like I said, the defense is going to rule this top 10. Yeah, and he has a lot of age on that defense. So I got him going defensive end, Nevin Weddle at pick 5.
All right.
Pick 6 is the Texans. This is a spot I could see him going quarterback. I don't know why.
The Texans?
For some reason, Whiting, he benched Whiting. He don't even play him anymore.
Oh, goodness gracious.
And the CPU drafted him a quarterback last year. I believe it was in the 2nd or 3rd round. But that guy is, he's only got like 88 or 89 total power, and he's not too great. I'm not saying he's going to take a quarterback, but I'm just saying this is the first spot that's potential for a quarterback. He could use a defensive end. It's no secret he's trying to trade J.J. Watt. I mean, it makes a lot of sense because you can get a lot of assets for J.J. Watt, especially even though he's 30. He could use a defensive end. He could use a linebacker. He could use a corner. I got him going corner here. There's 4 corners projected to go in the top. In the first round, I got him all in the top 10. I got him going corner. Gerald Swiney. If you guys want J.J. Watt, you're gonna have to pay. I mean, like you said, you're toughening up on the approving trades. Yeah. But like you said, age doesn't really matter that much for a guy who's 99 overall and high 90s and almost everything. It's not like it's a wide receiver where his speed is just gonna go. No, J.J. Watt is not gonna lose value. All right, so that's a corner. That's pick 6. Pick 7 is the Redskins. This pick is from the Buffalo Bills.
Oh shit! Wow, didn't even know that.
The Redskins has 2 top 10 picks.
No, that's good. That's good business right there.
That's great business. So the Redskins, he needs a quarterback. He's had Kirk Cousins. I mean, I don't know why he still uses them.
I think most for. I mean, for me, he's still got 2 years left. So some guys don't. I mean, I'm not. I'm that kind of guy too. If I got a guy who's on my roster, he's not the greatest, but
You don't
if
like to
I'm
take the cap hit?
if I'm paying him, I don't want to take no cap hit. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. He's got Cousins. He also has Sudfeld and this other guy Kraus, but they're nothing great. He's definitely going quarterback with one of these two picks. And so what I did was I looked at pick 8 and pick 9 because he picks 10 as well. Pick 8 and pick 9 are not, QB threats, so I have him holding off till pick 10 for the QB. He needs a center. He needs a free safety. He needs help along the defensive line, especially at defensive end. He has a lot of age there. Kerrigan, Chris Baker. He's got a lot of age there. I got him going defensive end. Brian Gilbert at pick 7. He needs, like I said, free safety, but there's none projected in the first round at all. And this is too early for center or guard at this spot. And QB there's no threat before pick 10, so I got him holding off. So he's gonna go defensive end here. Brian Gilbert. Pick 8 is your boy Conan. He, I hate doing mock drafts for the Cowboys because it just gets me angry. See, this guy not only does he have great players at every position, but he has depth and young depth at every position.
Yeah.
It's like he's hoarding all the good players in the league. It's very annoying to look at his roster. I mean, it's crazy how good his roster is. Anyways, I got him needing only a couple positions. Wide receiver, corner, and an outside linebacker. I could see him going outside linebacker here. But I think he goes wide receiver only because wide receiver is higher ranked at this position. There's only one good outside linebacker in the whole first round. So I got him going wide receiver. I know he took a wide receiver in the first round last year.
Which guy was that? Which guy did he take? Was it
that was
Woods?
Felix Woods.
Yeah, I can see him going. Wide receiver as well.
He definitely still needs a wide receiver. So I got him going wide receiver here. Mustafa Atkins. Pick 8. Pick 9, we got the Packers. Oh, don't even get me started on the Packers. I looked at his roster, right? Last year, he didn't make the draft, and the CPU drafted him a running back in the first and the second round. And the second round, I wanted the guy that the CPU took for him. And I don't know why he's not using him, but let's hopefully he's watching or he will watch. Latavian McAllister is superstar development. I mean, he's 89 speed, 88 trucking, 90 stiff arm. Why he's not starting is beyond me. But if you don't plan on using him, I will gladly trade for him in the offseason. But Packers, he needs a wide receiver a lot. That's very surprising, which is actually beneficial for me because I'm trying to trade one of my receivers. A lot of guys in the top 10 need receivers. It seems like they've been neglecting it.
Yeah.
So the Packers, I see him needing a wide receiver. I see him needing a defensive end, and I see him needing a corner. And so I got him taking the fourth corner in the first round, which is because he desperately needs a corner. His top guy has 87 speed. He's only going to go down to 85 speed.
Yep.
His second guy is going to go down to 86 speed. So his top corner is 88 speed and 75 man coverage. He desperately needs a corner. I got him going corner here, Kamari Hayward at pick 9. That's 4 corners in the top 9.
Yeah, which is in news, given the history of this.
It's not news.
League. Yeah.
If they're available, they're gonna go quick. Pick 10, like we spoke about. Bless you.
Thank you.
Pick 10 is the Redskins. I got him taking a defensive end at pick 7. So here he goes with the quarterback.
Yep.
Corey Connor at pick 10. Pick 11 with the Broncos. This is the one pick that when I looked at his roster, it made me smile ear to ear because his roster is shot. His roster is old. He has very little talent, especially young talent, anywhere on his roster.
And a lot of money tied up.
So I was very happy to see that. See a division rival struggling. He needs a wide receiver. He needs an offensive tackle. He could use a center. He could use help along the D line. It's very old. He's got Pernell McPhee. He's got all those old guys along the defensive line. He needs a linebacker. He needs a corner. At this spot, basically what I did was I went to the scouting list and I looked at the top and worked my way down to find the first position from the top that I could see that he could use, and that's what I gave him because he has very little talent on this roster. I went to 34 defensive end Kirkland Garrard. He's kind of versatile. He can kind of play. I think he also plays a hybrid.
Yeah, that's what it looks like to me too.
He can also play. So he can play. Garrard could play defensive end, defensive tackle, depending upon where you want to put him. And it also adds youth to that defensive line that's really, really old at this point. Pick 12 is the Bengals. I'm sick and tired of mocking to this guy. He has 2-3 first-round picks every single year. This is another spot where quarterback is in play. Andy Dalton's old, even though he just went up to superstar development. He's about to drop down to like 86 throw power, I believe so, if I'm not mistaken. He could use a wide receiver. He could use he's made it pretty obvious he needs a defensive end and a linebacker. He's been desperate to trade for one. And I think he gets lucky. I think he's able to get the one and only linebacker that's projected to go in the first round at pick 12, Kadron Hutchinson. So I think he lucks out. The one linebacker. Remember last year, I had like 4 linebackers in the top 10.
Yeah. I saw that this year. Only one. There's only not one to the back.
I told you.
No top.
I'll break it down for you. I wrote it down.
There's no top.
4 quarterbacks. Yeah, 4 quarterbacks, 2 running backs, 4 receivers, 1 tight end, 9 offensive linemen in the first round. 4 defensive ends, 3 defensive tackles, 1 outside linebacker, 0 middle linebackers.
Yep,
0 safeties. I'm telling you, it's going to be rough. This first round is going to be rough.
Yep.
It's going to really test you. You're going to see a lot of reaching in the second half of this first round, because all that's going to be left that are value picks are linemen, and nobody's going to take them. You're going to see a lot of reaching. So those, like I said, the top 10, top 15 picks, very, very valuable this year. Pick 13 is the Patriots. Oh, another one who's, his roster is old. He's got holes everywhere. His receivers are, I don't know how he still plays with those guys. I mean, and it's amazing though, because in your game last night, he scored like 34 points?
Yeah, man.
How does he do it?
I don't know, man. A lot of
he
Deion
doesn't have
Lewis.
A single skill position guy on offense besides Deion Lewis that's under 30.
Deion Lewis.
I don't know how he does it, man.
Destroyed me last night.
Did he?
Deion Lewis. Yeah, it was just all Deion Lewis. All of it.
All right, so this is another spot I think he might go quarterback, but I doubt it. I'm just throwing the potential out there.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to go quarterback either.
He could use a running back. He could use a wide receiver. He could use a tackle. He could use defensive end, defensive tackle, corner, free safety. He's got a lot of holes, a lot of age, a lot of money tied up into that age, which is terrible. But I think he sticks with the Patriot way, and he adds 5'8", 176-pound wide receiver Aaron Nowak. He's a speed type guy. He's like basically a clone of whoever he has now. Who are the 2 guys he has?
Edelman and Amendola.
Edelman and Amendola. He just gets very gets younger at the position. Wide receiver Aaron Nowak, 5'8". The Eagles next pick 14. It's a hard team to mock for. I had him taking a strong safety in the first round last year. Mike ended up getting that guy, the strong safety you looked at earlier.
Yeah, Talton.
Yeah, Talton. He needs a wide receiver. He needs interior offensive line. He needs defensive end, linebacker, corner, strong safety. Still, he didn't address it. I got him going wide receiver again. Only because most of the defensive players that he needs are gone already. There's no corner left worth taking. There's no linebacker left worth taking. There is a defensive end worth taking, but I think wide receiver is a bigger need for him, only because he has guys that he has like two guys at 26, if I believe. They're not going to get any better,
Right.
like you were talking about earlier. So I got him going wide receiver Patrick Roseman at pick 14. And last but not least is the Titans, pick 15. By the way, it's gonna be torture during the entire first round with, all these offensive linemen projected to go. It's gonna be really hard. It's gonna be even more of a crapshoot than it already is.
Yeah. I mean, you can limit it at 15. You ain't got to do all of them.
Nah.
You enjoy it.
I feel bad for the guys that don't get included. Trying to get everybody in. Your boy Tim Smith earlier crying that I was only doing the top 15. Alright, so it's the Titans. He could use a running back even though he has Melvin Gordon. He throws him a lot, by the way.
He traded, whatchamacallit?
He traded,
Henry.
I can't think of his, he traded Derrick Henry to the Chargers.
Right.
Yeah, he could use a running back. He could use
Mason.
Yeah,
He
could use his tackles are stout. He's got like two of the best tackles in the league, but his interior O-line stinks a little bit. He could use a defensive end. He could use a linebacker. He could use a corner. Like I said, no corners, no linebackers. It's too early at pick 15 for like a guard, I think. I don't think he would want to take a guard at this spot. So I got him going Mustafa Whiteside, defensive end. He's another 34 type guy. Versatile. I'm not sure. It kind of looks like he plays at 34.
Yeah, I think he does. He does a little bit of both. I think when I played him last
like
year.
it could be another hybrid guy. But like when you run a hybrid, these 34 versatile guys are perfect for your defense. You can line them up at end if you run 34. If you go back to the 43, you can put him at tackle. So that's it. Defensive end Mustafa Whiteside at pick 15. So like I said, it's gonna be defense and wide receivers dominating this top 15. Maybe like I said, there could be a possibility of quarterback with Washington, with Cincinnati. I think maybe one other team. No, I think those are the only two. Maybe Green Bay if Aaron Rodgers retires. He's 35. I don't know. That's also a wild card, but the top 15 in the draft is going to be all defense and wide receivers.
Yeah.
So if you need defense, if you need wide receivers, and you're picking in the back end of the first round, you're going to want to move up. So that's about it. That's the top 15. It's going to be real hard. It's a really weird draft class.
I don't think it's that good of a draft class. It might be one of the worst draft classes.
I mean, I haven't really scouted late. Like I haven't done, but it's not a very good draft class from what I can tell.
Yeah. Every year, what I do is I go through cornerbacks first. I'm just a corner guy, just see if anything's out there. Like after the first,
the top 4 guys.
Yeah, it was just all red.
Right,
it was all red. So
yeah, just to give you an idea, I scouted. I'll tell you the number. I scouted 60 guys, 60, and I have on my watch list only 24 of them.
That's still a decent number, though.
It's a decent number, but you got to understand the lower I start scouting, the less guys. I'm gonna end up watching one for every 10 guys I scout from now on.
Yeah, it makes sense.
It's not a good draft class, so if this would be a good draft to trade out of, or trade a bunch of picks to move up. This is the draft to do it. But we're gonna set a hard deadline for the trades before I do the damn final mock, because I am not ripping it up and worried about everyone trading out of spots and trading into spots. So that's that. This draft kind of sucks, man.
Yeah, it does. I looked at it. It's not the greatest.
It kind of sucks. If you need anything on offense beside a wide receiver, offensive line is good. If you need a corner, you're screwed. If you're not picking in the top 8, 9. If you need a linebacker, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah, man.
Good luck. Last year was the year to get linebackers. If you need a linebacker this year, free agency or trade your
Or
draft picks
trade you,
for
right?
a
Yep.
linebacker that's already in the league.
Yeah, that's pretty
And
much
those
it.
are my free tips. If you need any more tips, you can DM me at charge $5 per
Charged
minute.
five $5 a minute. All right, man. I
So
appreciate
yeah,
you
that's
coming
that.
on.
No problem, man. Feel better. Get that shit cleared up.
Yeah, man. I'm about to go out with my cousins and get some fresh air, and then I should be back to normal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that 15 degrees with the windshield should help your sinuses.
Yeah, man. It's gonna just clear it all up. It's gonna just,
That should clear right out.
yeah. All right, man. Nick, appreciate it.
No problem. I'm out of here. I'll talk to you
Later.
next week.
Yeah, man. Next week. Hey, there you guys have it. Tricky's mock 1.0. Top 15 picks. As you guys can see, there was a lot of teams with multiple picks in the first round. Like I said, I place a lot of value in first round picks, especially given the fact that this draft alone isn't the greatest. So if you're out of a first round pick, you may be saving yourself per se, but maybe not. I don't really have anything much to add today. So you got I was scrolling through the let's go a little dumpster diving on practice squads. You guys have been doing a really good job of keeping guys off the practice squad. There isn't as much value in practice squad guys as there once were. Guys getting really smart and taking off guys they like, and tucking them aside or whatever. But for the most part, these rosters, these practice squad guys are projects. It's a nice back right here. A little too slow though, but you can make it happen. 94 stiff arm, 89 truck, 76 strength. It's not a bad back. What's his carrying? Just double check. 84 carrying, which isn't bad at all. 6'7", defensive end. It's not bad. High motor. Decent numbers. Can all get to 80 pretty quickly. It's only a handful of guys. That's all I have for this week. I won't keep you guys any longer with my nose and my runny nose and my sneezing and all that. But I do appreciate you guys who watch. Play your games. I am rooting for the Atlanta Falcons tomorrow. I do not like the Patriots. I'm a Jets fan, obviously. Also, Arthur Blank is from Queens, New York, where I come from, or I reside at. So that's an added bonus. And he also owns Home Depot. They one of the founding members of Home Depot. I found it the other day. Just looked it up. All right, so all right, you guys, peace out. That's all I have for today. Yata, all that good stuff. Peace.